of the famous Oriental Rabbanim. And in fact, today on the key or coming Dalet Iyar, it's going to be the 4th of Iyar. It's going to be the Hilula of a great rabbi, very well-traveled rabbi, a rabbi born in Algeria, Rabbi Jacob ben Aaron Sasportas, or Rabbi Jacob Sasportas, you could also say in Hebrew. Really, really great rabbi, born in English year 1610. He passed away in 1698, April the 15th. To be precise, he would actually become the first senior rabbi of the Spanish-Portuguese community in England, as the Commonwealth countries, as was reported over. And very, very great rabbi, very well travelled. He was actually born in an area called Oran, which is based in Algeria. And at a very young age, only at around the age of 24 years old, he became a rabbi in Tlemcen, which is also based over there. Only 24 years of age he was at that stage in time, which is northern western Algeria's second largest city, I believe, in northwestern Algeria, interesting enough. And then later on, he was well traveled, going to Marrakesh, also to Fez, and also to Saleh, different areas in Algeria itself. There were libels that came upon against him, which resulted in a short period of imprisonment. I believe that happened in the year 1646. Unfortunately, there was a lot of anti-Semitism going on all throughout Jewish history, as we learn. But he left Algeria, and then he moved around Morocco. He married his wife, Rabbinit Rachel, the daughter of Chacham Daniel Toledano, who was actually the rabbi of Meknes. And I believe in the year 1651, he finally reached Amsterdam, where he had his index of verses appearing in the Jerusalem Talmud, printed, the Toldot Ya'akov, which was, I believe, printed in the year 1652. So what's very interesting is real history over here. In the year 1655, he was around 45 years of age. He went to London for a delegation headed by Hacham Menashe ben Israel. He was invited by Lord Protector Oliver Cromwell to participate in the debate on the return of the Jews to England. Very well documented that they had been expelled some 350 years previous by King Edward I. And in the year 1658, he went on a mission for the Moroccan monarch to Spain also. And then finally, I believe it was in the year 1660, something like 1666, 1665, he actually moved to London and was accompanied by Menashe ben Israel over there to London. And I think he took on a senior position as a senior rabbi in London, in the Spanish and Portuguese community over there, the Rabbinate of London. I don't know if it was the year 1664, 1665, but that was the first senior rabbi position of the Spanish Portuguese in London. So some real history representing, I believe, the Commonwealth. I'm not so sure if that was at that stage in time also. However, unfortunately, an outbreak of a plague fell, I believe, around that time period, only about within a year or two within regards to this. And he then moved to Hamburg, where he officiated as a rabbi until the year 1673. So that was about a 10-year time period over there. In that year, he was called to Amsterdam and was appointed the head of the Shivat Keter Torah, founded by the brothers Pinto over there. And 2 years later, he became a Dayan and head of the yeshiva at Livorno. And in 1680, he returned to Amsterdam, where he was appointed the head of the Shivat Eitz Hayim over there. And in fact, after the passing of Rabbi Isaac Aboab da Fonseca, which was in the year 1693, he had a very prestigious appointment of the rabbi of the Portuguese community, which he held till his passing. That was in Amsterdam itself. It was a very great position. So he was very well traveled, as you can see, so many different countries he went about. And what's interesting, as we said before, he moved to Hamburg after the outbreak of the epidemic in England. It's interesting, in 1667, there was many bad tidings concerning the Shabtai Tzvi, who was obviously the false Messiah, and he wrote a book, Rabbi Jacob Sasportas Z'tl Nobel Tzvi. It was in 4 volumes. It was to convince the masses not to follow Shabtai Tzvi. That's something we should point out also. As I said before, in the year 1675, he moved to Livorno, Italy, to teach at that city yeshiva, as we said before. And very interesting, very well traveled. the rabbi was, and he passed away. He passed away, and I believe he was buried in the Beit Chaim Portuguese cemetery in Ouderkerk near Amsterdam, that is. And it's reported over his tombstone remains intact till today. So let's look at some of the works he did. Include the Toldot Ya'akov, which is an index of verses published in Amsterdam later on. I believe that was in the year 1652. As I stated before, the Tzitzat Novel Tzvi, published in Hamburg in the year 1673. I believe it was edited by Rabbi Yavetz, which was published later on in 1737. And a scholarly edition was also there in 1954. And there was Ohel Yaakov, which was a collection of his responsa, which was published in Amsterdam in the year 1737 by his son Hacham Abraham, Rabbi Abraham. Also, so very, very interesting. It's his Hilula today. Coming 4th of Iyar. Don't forget to light candles in his memory. And it's actually interesting. I only did a video, as I said before, on the history of the chief rabbis, the senior rabbis of the Spanish Portuguese community only a few days ago. And he's the Hilula of this great rabbi also. It's also reported over there was an edit of the work Hechal HaKodesh of Moses ben Maimon Elbaz, which was, I believe, part of an introduction and supplied notes, which was done in the year 1673, in the year 1653 also. So please don't forget to light candles in his memory. And it's Yisilula. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button to the channel. We've covered around more than 185 videos of the great Oriental Rabbonim of yesteryear. Hopefully many, many more. Don't forget to like the video and share the video also. And take care. And please give me any feedback on these videos. Wishing you a Shabbat Shalom, because I'm recording this before Shabbat Parashat Kedoshim. And take care.